Very good morning to all of you. Now we have started the chapter number 10, our rich heritage buildings and monuments. So half of the chapter we have completed already, and the topics that we have completed are Ashoka's Pillar, the Sanchi Stupa, Qutub Minar, Red Fort, Jama Masjid, then Taj Mahal, Agra Fort. These are the topics that we have already discussed in our previous video. So we will proceed with the lesson and we will continue more topics that are included in this chapter. The first one is Amer Fort. Amer Fort is situated at Amer on a hillside. Like it is 11 km from Jaipur. Its construction was begun by Raja Man Singh in the 16th century, and then it was completed by Raja Jai Singh I and Sawai Jai Singh in the 18th century. So you have to remember the names of these kings. And important buildings include in this fort are Diwane Am, Diwane Khas, Sukh Niwas, then Shish Mahal, then Jas Mandir. These are very important, splendid buildings and monuments inside the fort you can visit. If you are going to Amer Fort, you can visit. These all are the examples of fort of Rajasthan. So very splendid things you can visit. It will work and you will feel good to visit these all. Next, let us go to temples of Odisha. There are various types of temples, many architectural buildings we can see in Odisha, and it is built with very minutely carving on stones, and various types of buildings are there, and architecture work we can see in Odisha, and it has a world famous temples. Some of them are what? Some are Lingaraj temple, it is in Bhubaneswar, then Konark, that is Sun temple, and Puri. In Puri we find Jagannath temple, then Sun temple is Konark temple, and what they show us the various architecture forms of previous. They show it resembles, and this was built by King Narsimha Deva I as a monument to his success is repulsing the Muslim invaders. Now the stone temple is constructed in the form of processional chariot and of god Surya. There are 12 stone wheels. If you are going to the Konark temple, you can see the 12 stone wheels along the base, and the chariot is pulled by 7 horses. The temple is like that only. It is built with stone. Okay, the Lingaraj temple is dedicated to Lord Shiva, and it is 36-meter high, and it was built in the stone in the 11th century. In the 11th century, you can think that science was so modernized. That time it was built with the stone. Lord Jagannath temple, it is at Puri, and it is dedicated to God Vishnu. Every year in the month of June or July, the annual chariot procession is held. Here, if you are going, that is Rath Yatra. If you are going, you can see the chariots containing statues of Krishna, Balram and Subhadra, and are drawn amidst a lot of pomp and joy, and you can enjoy a lot. And it is famous temple of Orissa. The Puri Jagannath temple is a very famous temple of Orissa. Now let us come to temples of Tamil Nadu. To the north of Chennai is Mahabalipuram, and where the famous temples are located, and it is a World Heritage site also, because it is popular. Tourists go to visit these temples. The sandstone temple was built in the 7th century by King Rajashimha and of the Pallava dynasty. That means of that dynasty they built these temples. A Chola king, Rajaraja I, built one of the greatest of all the temples, that is Brihdeshwara temple of Rajeshwara temple at Tanjore. Okay, so Tanjore means now present Tanjore you will get. It's a gigantic tower topped with a golden pinnacles. It is 66 meter tall, and it is dedicated to Lord Shiva. So these are the monuments and buildings which reflect our history, our past. So we should visit and we should learn many things. We can learn many things from these statues, these buildings, these temples, this mosque, and they are built with, of stones, or the carvings done on them. They reflect their traditions and their timing. By seeing those things, we can understand what type of lifestyle they were having. In the 17th century, Meenakshi temple at Madurai is one of the another. It was built in 17th century, Meenakshi temple, another marvelous piece of architecture. It is very famous, Madurai temple, and Meenakshi temple at Madurai. You can go and visit it. It is dedicated to goddess Meenakshi or Durga. Meenakshi is another name of goddess Durga. And these are some of the temples which are situated in our country. There are many more. Only the famous one we are discussing today. Beside them, there are many more temples situated in our country. And Hindus are having many temples, and they all reflect the architecture and their timing and which time they were built. Now it is our fundamental duty to protect these all, and we should preserve them so that our our next generation can see it and can learn many things from them. Okay, and we must visit and gather more information. If you are going there, we can gather more informations, but unfortunately some of us, we are destroying them. We are carving and we are writing anything on the walls. We are splitting that are destroying. Okay, and scratching them. So we should not harm them. We should not spoil the monuments. Okay, we should try to preserve them for our future generation, so that they can also learn various Indian heritage culture. Okay, various cultures, architectures, what type of architectures was in our country previously. As our forefathers, grandfathers, they have preserved, it is our duty to preserve it for our next generation. Okay, thank you children.